everyone. My name is Shlok Rana, and I'll be speaking on the topic Metaverse SEO. So, speaking about the agenda, we'll be speaking about the introduction. We'll be giving you an overview of what is Metaverse, basically how it works, what are the different components that are involved in it, the technologies that are used for operating Metaverse SEO, and a global market overview along with a few challenges and case studies to give you a real-time reference about what it's all about. So firstly, the question arises that what is Metaverse? So basically, it refers to a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of both virtually enhanced platforms and physically persistent virtual reality tools. Also, which is something which is very important, is that Metaverse is not limited to just a single platform. It encompasses a multiple amounts of platforms, which might be games or maybe some platforms giving you social experiences in an immersive environment. And it's all umbrella under one name, which is Metaverse. So firstly, what are the different components of Metaverse? Firstly, it's all about virtual worlds. Digital environments are the ones which are called virtual worlds, which give you the user the ability to interact with each other and digital objects. Now, and there are avatars, which give basically a digital representation of users within the metaverse. It then allows them to personalize their experience around there. Immersive technology is all about AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality, which gives user the sort of immersion they need for, a platform like Metaverse. Blockchain and NFTs help in monetizing the platform. They give the ability to the user to get some authenticity and credibility in the sort of transactions that they do, and also monetize through them. Interactivity is a major factor which comes through immersion. When users get to interact in that digital environment along with other users and objects, it's all about interactivity there. Social VR platforms, it's about integrating digital elements into the real world, enhancing the user's perception of actual reality into a platform which is virtual completely. Artificial intelligence allows, through different algorithms, it helps the user personalize their experience and understands the patterns of users also. Spatial computing is all about 3D techniques, 3D technologies, which are used to create that immersive environment where users get to interact with the objects and the other people also who are present out there. So coming back to what is the market size of metaverse advertisement market. So it's looking like that 2022, we had a market size of around 1.5 billion. In this year, we have it at around $1.8 billion, and which is dwelling up to an enormous amount of $7.5 billion by the year 2030. So the market leaders are Single Grain, Xn Agency, and Crypto PR, which are leading the market by around 20%, 15%, 14% respectively, with Immersive following up with them at around 12%. So Metaverse SEO's components are very important to understand. Since meta tags and descriptions, keywords optimization are the tools which are already being used in an online digital marketing environment. Here, meta tags and description is about giving the virtual assets a particular tag and description to help them be present there in the search engines. Keyword optimization help you in the same history. It gives you the relevant keywords and helps you to incorporate them into virtual content, which improves the likelihood of virtual assets to be present out there when a person searches for something like that. Backlinks and citations basically give you the credibility and authenticity to, authorize and give you the authority to basically be known to a different clientele altogether. Optimized asset design is all about designing virtual assets with a little bit of optimization in mind, using descriptive file names and contenting things in a structured and very hierarchical manner. So user engagement metrics is all about dwelling time, interaction rates, behavioral signals within the metaverse. It helps you gauge the effectiveness of the SEO efforts that you have been putting up. Search engines in the metaverse are a very different platform than what you use in an online market. It's about virtual search engines. It's about finding the right algorithm to give your product the rank and priority in terms of relevance and popularity both, and a lot of other factors. So coming to technologies which are used for operating into metaverse, virtual world platforms, like we said, online environments, which helps the users interact and create a digital space and helps you interact with the environment out there. 3D modeling techniques helps metaverse gain the spatial intelligence it has in terms of interactivity with the objects and the real-time environment. Metaverse analytics tools helps you analyze the user behavior, interactions, and patterns within the platform. And VR and AR development kits help you get that sort of interaction, that sort of virtual environment. It helps you interact with that environment as if you are there for real. 5G connectivity is all about giving the user the ability to be at a lower latent network, be at a very ultra reliable network, which helps you, interact with a very smooth pace. So other technologies which are significant in metaverse are about blockchain and NFT technologies. Like I said, it helps you monetize the platform also and helps the user to establish some sort of ownership, authenticity, and provenance in the transaction that they are doing. Web3 technology is about decentralized identifiers and verified credentials out there in metaverse. It helps you authenticate users and enable security platform systems as well. Content management system is about getting your content under one umbrella, looking at it dynamically and adapting to the other relevant content which is in today's market at a dynamic pace is all helpful through content management systems itself. So speaking about metaverse SEO implementation component, so competitor analysis is all about finding what your competitors are doing, where they are lacking, so that you can implement the strategy in your own. Collaborative projects is all about finding a collaboration with companies who have a larger audience, so that they can bring in some other audience into your platform. Community development over social media, because one person brings another, and community development is very useful for interactions and also getting user base. Analytics integration is about finding what's working out for you and what's not working out through different signals to different attributes, which help you, gain, gauge a particular contribution on what is it actually looking like. Backlinking again gives you the sort of credibility and a larger audience again, because a lot of users who are not using Metaverse might be coming through a few backlinks which they might be using or might be watching at. So asset design optimization is about designing your assets in a form that everything is being structured hierarchically, everything has a file name, and it can be found on the internet base very beautifully. Keyword research and assessment of the platform is all about firstly seeing the platform that you're working in, finding the sort of keywords that are relevant to it, and then implementing them in your meta tagging and content optimization. Most profoundly and most important and most significant is user experience optimization, where everything is being optimized in a way that the user is comfortable with the environment and liking the use of it. So the global user share looks like North America being at top with 42.3% and Asia Pacific being at around 25.2. Europe again being behind with a pace of around 22% and MENA region being a little slow at around 10.5% as of now. So this is the sort of interest gauging that we saw with the sort of category of users after a successful global SEO implementation. So as you can see, around 40-50% have even heard about that, what is metaverse, or maybe they are just not interested at all in using this platform even after knowing it. Around 10-15% people are saying that they're not that interested, and around 20% people are saying that they're somewhat interested, with the lower share of people being in the very interested format, about 10-15% again. So this is how metaverse after SEO implementation looks like in terms of the sort of familiarity with the people all around the globe. And these are the top platforms that applications that we have jotted down. So Battle Infinity, Meta, and Decentraland, these are very commonly known platforms in metaverse. And as you can see, around 40-50% people have never even heard of these tools, and very familiar people are only to around 10-15% levels max, and somewhat familiar people are around 20%. So as you can see, they have a very big job to do in terms of getting people in their platform as of now as well. So challenges in metaverse SEO implementation, as you can understand, diverse platforms and technologies means, as you can see, that we have mobile. Some of the people are comfortable with laptops or television, smart televisions even more. So basically getting everything under one umbrella is very difficult to do. Integration and compatibility is about different devices, different algorithm, different features to work on. So maybe a very clear and simple example is that metaverse for an iPhone user with the sort of hardware and firmware that they have got is different from an Android user completely. Content creation and optimization is about because as you know that the consumer base in today's market on social media platforms like these are very hungry for content today. So getting newer and newer content every time, and finding the right way to make it spatially intelligent and interactive is very difficult in metaverse. Privacy and security has always been a major concern in a platform like this, because no one wants to be present in your analytics in terms of the behavior or any sort of patterns that they are performing on this platform. Technical expertise, since Metaverse is all about technology in terms of, let it be VR, AR, or let it be designing this platform completely, or the 3D technologies which are used. It is very technically profound and needs a very in-depth technical knowledge and expertise. Measurement and ROI, since usually the Metaverse SEO platforms are free to use, and the ROI which is coming in is through ads, or maybe the in-purchase, in-store purchase that we do on Metaverse. So basically, it's difficult to find the ROI of all of it. Speaking about the case studies of Metaverse SEO implementation, some of the major successful strategies were by Decentraland, where they wanted to keep their virtual fashion brand store for users and increase its visibility. So what they did is they used descriptive meta tags, keyword descriptions, very beautiful 3D appealing models of its clothing items, which led to an increase in their footfall out there on the virtual store. Another challenge was taken up by a company called Second Life, which was a virtual real estate agency that wanted to improve its visibility of its virtual properties. So what they did is they used descriptive meta tags again, keyword descriptions, and high quality images showcasing the property's features, which helped them gauge a lot of footfall and increase a lot of sales inquiries and opportunities. So speaking about the considerations for implementation, and we'll be concluding, this particular slide as well. So understanding the dynamics clearly is about understanding Metaverse as a platform clearly first, how it works, what the users are there for, what do they find interesting and what not is very important to understand before performing any SEO plans. Collaboration and strategic partnerships helps you gauge a lot of larger, bigger audience, which helps you strategize your market even further and increase your user base. Leveraging social interaction and community building, as I said, that one person brings another, and a user would definitely would want to interact with someone on this platform, and this is what we mean by this. Continuously monitoring performance is about understanding, some of the KPIs of this market and seeing that, where are we lacking, where are we performing really well, and, building upon that is what we want to say out here. 3D SEO techniques is all about the right spatial optimization, the right object metadata, and the texture and mesh optimization, so that users are able to find you in a very, very beautiful manner and a very aesthetic manner as well, with the sort of interaction that they want out there. Staying adaptable and innovative is all about finding the right dynamic content for yourself, being innovative with it, being adaptable with the sort of policies and strategies that you have around your complete SEO plan. That's what we mean with that. So it was a pleasure telling you about Metaverse SEO, and it's in short all about optimizing your presence in the metaverse through a lot of spatial intelligent techniques and a lot of keyword optimized techniques, basically. If you want to see the article, I would request you to kindly scan the Metaverse QR that we have out here, and you can definitely go through the article and check it. Thank you.